Last week, we introduced you to Bonin Bao,
Hello, Canada.
the VP of Global Media and Consumer Engagement at Mondelez International. And he explained that his company and its competitors have a big problem. Consumer packaged goods need to have a mobile digital presence. And when you run as many brands as Mondelez does,
We might potentially become the world's largest technology company.
but Mondelez makes gum and cookies. What does it know about mobile networking infrastructure? So Bonin set out to bring his employees up to speed with a unique partnership program called Mobile Futures. First, he solicited applications from more than 300 tech startups. Small, nimble, hungry companies, the very opposite of a multinational like Mondelez. 22 of those startups were chosen to present their products to the entire organization.
Hey, we had the chance to see 22 new technologies and entrepreneurs that are shaping the future of mobility. That alone is big. But then we had 9 brands that agreed to partner in the program, and those 9 brands then chose 9 startups to launch pilots with.
But this wasn't just a case of send us your ideas and we'll throw money at you. And it wasn't a one-off project that was going to be handed off to an agency. The 9 brand marketers who volunteered for the program were about to get very hands-on with startup culture.
The first piece was operating and launching a pilot within 90 days, so the future in 90 days, moving at the same pace of a startup, forcing ourselves to move at that speed. The second piece was guaranteed funding, so making sure that the pilots were actually funded, so the startups knew what they were getting into before they participated. And the last piece, which is the most important, was we actually had our marketers, if you agreed to participate, you had to go and work for the startup for a week. And every single one of the marketers that came back from that said the exact same thing to me. They all said, Bonin, should we go and work for a startup? And I said, no, because if our 9 top marketers quit, Bonin will lose his job. I like what I do for a living. We really need to focus here, people. We really need to focus. But more importantly, what we talked about was imagine taking that culture dynamic, whether it was speed, whether it was short meetings, whether it was iteration, all the dynamics that make up the startup ecosystem, whether it was creating the most viable product versus perfection sometimes being the enemy of the good. And so all of those ideas that are shaping this startup culture and this mentality back and unleashing that on a big organization with big resources, with big brands, what you can do. And I will tell you, every single one of them is forever changed. They are not just more willing to do mobile programs, they actually understand and know how to do mobile programs. Even more important, they now have a network. They created networks, whether it's Seattle or San Francisco or New York, networks of people who do this for a living, mobile, and they can pick up the phone and call those folks and have conversations about what should I do, what should be next. They have a trusted network that they built, which just continues to drive their confidence in delivering solutions into the marketplace and at the same time transforming our business. And so at the end of the day, what I would say is that experiential component is what has changed the mindset of marketers. And now when I look at the marketing plans from North America, the innovation is, I'm not even close to North America. I've been traveling. The innovation that I see there is amazing. We are about to launch one of the first beacon networks into retail. That's driven by somebody who was in Mobile Futures. This is the type of innovation that we're unlocking now into our marketing plans that are going to unlock greater value and transform our business.